Protecting, connecting, and thriving. We are all public health. This is the theme for the National Public Health Week. Hello, I'm Dr. Sri Banerjee, epidemiologist, biostatistician, faculty member. And in this video, what I'll be going over is the Saturday, April 6th, the theme that is for today. And the theme for today is emergency preparedness. Emergency preparedness entails unexpected events like power outages and natural disasters like earthquakes and hurricanes that can happen without a moment's notice. And actually, as we're talking, there was an earthquake in the northeastern area, and so there's potential for emergency preparedness. However, unfortunately, this was a minor sort of occurrence. However, being ready for crises, that's what makes the difference. And when hurricanes occur, they can easily go up the eastern coast and go up to the New England states and then affect them. Even though the origin is for hurricanes are usually within the Caribbean. How can you make a difference with emergency preparedness? Well, build an emergency supply kit. Some are actually preparing for the solar eclipse that is about to take place with emergency supply kits. This was actually something that was utilized during the pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, because people were stocking up due to the supply shortages of some of the emergency products. So the emergency supply kit is a collection of tools that help in the event of an emergency. Important to have a plan. Create an emergency plan with your family, friends, or household. Designate a meeting spot. Host a disaster training, and this can be building capacity emergency planning by sharing tools like virtual disaster preparedness. I'm trying to show you kind of the FEMA website and how people can be trained through virtual training. So in FEMA website, this shows the 10 disaster preparedness actions to help your organization remain open. Identify the people you serve, understanding risks, mitigate risks, determine essential activities, consider the supply chain, and I was talking about the supply chain previously, and when there are shortages due to disasters like the pandemic. Safeguard critical information. So when you're storing data, and this is true for collecting of research data as well, you want to secure data storage and create redundancies for saving information. So make sure that your files are saved in multiple places. Establish a communications plan. How do you communicate an incident? Cross-train key individuals, formalize plans, regularly test and update plans. So those are the 10 ways that you can help an organization. So going to the main page again, we went over the hosting and disaster training, mark emergency exits, and practice emergency drills. And this is especially true for schools and businesses. And there's a lot of when I was actually growing up, there was a training for what to do during a tornado as well. Educating students on emergency preparedness, that's important. Regularly test emergency alerts, fund mitigation efforts, and then improve equity in disaster recovery. So funding for emergency initiatives and systemic and environmental racism is important to recognize. Some of the emergency, and this is where I'll end, some of the emergency preparedness include grants, hazard mitigation, and these are all the grants that are available. Shelter and Services Program, Emergency Food and Shelter Program. For instance, during one of the hurricanes, a lot of the coastal areas were affected, loss of homes and everything else. The National Dam Safety, Earthquake Hazards Reduction, Next Generation Warning System Grant. And so these are, and then there's webinars as well. So these are, and these are active opportunities to learn more and understand about emergency preparedness. So the theme for today was emergency preparedness, and this is kind of what entails all of these. And hopefully you've learned something for National Public Health Week. I hope this has made some sense. Thank you for listening.